It happens late at night, after 10 and before 4. It's called patient dumping.
This woman says it happened to her, dumped at a homeless shelter by a nursing home alone. And tonight, 2 investigator Dave Savini reports she's not the only one.
What is your medical condition?
I have multiple sclerosis.
It's hard for her to speak, but 57-year-old Celeste Emmerich has a story about her treatment she wants everyone to hear. Had you ever heard of patient dumping before?
Never.
She says 2 men in a white van drove her here to the Pacific Garden Mission and dumped her right here at the mission's front gate. It was the middle of the night. She was in a wheelchair and she didn't have her medication.
The bottle they gave me was empty.
She says Kensington Place Nursing and Rehab did the dumping. Were you scared?
Absolutely, I was very scared.
At Pacific Garden Mission, where Emmerich was taken, Pastor Philip Kwiatkowski says folks get dumped here daily from different nursing homes, medical centers, and psychiatric facilities.
They're just looking to dump the person to get rid of them.
Reasons vary. Could be financial or residents who complain a lot and other issues.
It's unconscionable and it's inhumane to see how people at times can be treated.
Glenn Reed is the security director at the shelter. What time frame of night do they usually bring them in at?
Anytime starting at 10 p.m. up until about 4 a.m. in the morning.
The 2 investigators found Illinois has led the nation in patient dumping. From 2011 to 2015, complaints have skyrocketed 153%. And nationwide, it's the #1 complaint reported to nursing home advocates, the Ombudsman.
She was treated like a piece of garbage with no value.
Linda Taylor manages Emmerich's personal physician's office. She and Dr. Michael Wasserman have been helping Emmerich, including getting her to a new nursing home.
She's a person who needs to have some sort of medical facility. She needs supervision.
The 2 investigators called and went to Kensington Place, but no one would talk.
I'm just trying to get information about a patient.
They did, however, talk to the Illinois Department of Public Health. According to this report, the nursing home admitted taking her to the shelter, but claimed it was after 9 a.m. that she had medication and was walked inside to make sure she was safe. Emmerich disputes all that.
They left you on the street?
Right in front of the gate.
All praises and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham Ha Rakah Kodash. Double honors unto our apostle elders which rule great millstone well. And shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. May you endure into the end. Shalom wa above the ball. So, as you heard, they're doing patient dumping, where they're dumping patients on the streets, okay? And this was prophesied of the Edomites, all right? In Deuteronomy 28, it tells you, in Deuteronomy 28 and verse 48, it says, and I'll start at 49, it says, Yahweh shall bring a nation against thee from far and from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. Because we were speaking Hebrew, Paleo-Hebrew, and the Greeks and the Romans had a different language. They spoke Greek and Latin, which today, your medical system, all right, the language of medicine, this is from PMC, PubMed Central, all right, it says, what was that? See, they started with the Greek era, and then you had the medical Latin, okay, which the Latin was spoken because of the Romans. You had the Greeks, starting with Alexander the Greek, and then eventually the Romans took over, which now you have Latin, all right? So it was originally Greek and then Latin, all right? It says right here, it says some of these words are the original Greek ones, while others are Latin equivalents introduced by Celsius and his successors. All right. So the reason why the Latin remains is because the people that are controlling the system are Roman Edomites, today American citizens. All right, so-called Caucasians. All right. It says in Deuteronomy 28 that also they use that eagle, swift as an eagle flieth. They use that as a symbol even today as the Great Seal of America. All right, Great Seal of the United States. You can see it's an American bald eagle. But you have the seal of Rome, the Roman Empire, which you have the eagle. All right, same symbol. See? All right, another, the seal of the state of Greece. All right, which was an eagle. There you go. So you can see it says Eagle Seal of Greece. All right, you can see right there. They always use the eagle, just like they do today in America. All right. It says in verse 50, a nation of fierce countenance, because they conquered the known world back then, which America's done today, which shall not regard the person of old, which that's what you see, nor show favor to the young. Aren't they going to draft them and send them into a war zone to die? Are they not destroying the future of the young? Let's go to translation comparison. Let's see what it says in the NLT. A fierce and heartless nation, which is talking about the so-called white race. And back then they were known as Greeks and Romans. Today you got America, the European Union, right? It says a fierce and heartless nation that shows no respect for the old and no pity for the young. So who is this that shows no respect for the old or no pity for the young? It's the so-called white race. All right, now they try to blame Chinese and all these other people, but that was prophesied that they would do that. They would use these other nations to try to cover themselves and hide themselves, but the wicked are the so-called Caucasians. The wicked are ruling the world today, and that's why the world is in a wicked state.